Right, so in the previous video we have covered some major content, the basic CRUD operations. So here is our system. So now, uh, yeah. So basically, I can post uh, contents. If I go to the post index, I will show the. I can see the existing post, and I can create new post, as well as I can delete or edit the existing post. So those are the functionalities that we have covered so far. And but this is not quite robust, I think, because as if you can see this date, it's in the not some sort of a user friendly manner. It is there and it is correct time, but this is not the actual way how social medias showing the date and times. So uh, uh, if you used Facebook or Twitter or any sort of a social media, whenever you post a new post, it will say the time as just now. Then after 1 minute, it will say 1 minute ago. Then after 1 hour, it will say 1 hour ago. Likewise, it will show some sort of a verbal version of a time instead of just uh, printing the exact same exact time within the system. So today I'm going to do that one. So in order to do that time conversion, we need the helper function. So I will close the existing ones and then go to the helpers. So I will create a new helper which is known as time convert helper. You can use any sort of a name over here, it doesn't matter. Then go to the bootloader. We have to use this or require once this helper over here. Time cannot help.php. Then go to the time cannot helper. Can start the script. Okay, so first thing is we need to declare what is our time zone. So in my case, I'm living in Sri Lanka. So it's an Asian country. So my time zone is Asia, Colombo. Okay. So you may live in different country, so you have to use different time zones. But again, if you're going to distribute your system in a public manner, instead of just writing a specific time zone, you have to consider all the time zones. So you have to take somewhat system server request to grant a specific time zone. But for now, just for demonstration purposes, I will use one specific rigid time zone. Okay. So is the time zone. So in PHP we have this date, default, time zone, set and get. So you have to get a specific time zone as well as you can set a specific time zone. So in my case I will simply set a specific time zone. So it is basically Asia, Colombo. Right. Then I can use a function like convert time to readable format or something like that. So it will basically take the time and return some sort of a readable version of that time. So first I need to take how much time has been passed. So that calculation, first you have to take str to time with our time. Then we need to take current time, which is the system time. So this is the actual system time. And I can take the time difference by subtracting current time with the time ago. Then we can have so many deviations, like how many seconds, how many hours, how many minutes, how many days, months, years, things like that. So these are the deviations that I am going to use. So first case is time difference. Then I can take how many minutes. So basically I have to take the seconds and let's round it by taking the seconds and divided it from 16, right? Likewise, I can do this manner for the higher deviations. So this is hours and this is minute. So it must be, so if you're going to use this manner, you can do this deviation. Otherwise, if you're going to use seconds, then you have to multiply your denominator by 16. So it will be something like this. And then days, the day comprises of 86,400 seconds, and you can calculate weeks. So again, this must be multiplied by 16. The result will be 164800. I mean, you don't need to actually enter the values like these. Instead of that, you can somewhat use a chain of multiplication of 16, but both works. So month basically 26, 29, 14, 14, 0. And years, okay, years comprises of this amount of seconds, right? Now I need to somewhat go through some if else statement and return the corresponding outputs. So first I will check whether seconds are less than or equal to 60. So if it is the case, I will simply return just now. Else, if I will check, let's say minutes less than or equals to 16, then I will simply return. Okay, so first let's say if it is actual 1 minute ago, then I can simply return 1 minute ago. Then if it is not, I can return this much amount of minutes ago. Then another else if statement. So it is basically hours 24. Then I will again check if hours is actual 1, then simply return 1 1 hour ago. If it is not the case, return this amount of hours ago. So then we need to consider days. So I know this is somewhat a long if else statement, you don't like this manner, you can either use switch case statements. Both works. So if it is less than or equals to 7, again I will check if the days equals to 1, then simply return maybe yesterday or 1 day ago, something like that. If not, return days ago. Then else if weeks is then or equals to 4.3. So what is this? Yeah, this is somewhat calculated from the amount of days. So if let's say we have 4 weeks within a month, then from that 4 weeks we can count this 4.3 number. But I will just you know simply add that. If you don't like it, you can use some sort of a multiplication and uh, you know take the corresponding output. So this is a week ago. If not, you can simply return this amount of weeks ago. Else if to take months, if months equals to 1, return a month ago, else return this amount of months ago. And I think we have come to our last if statement, else statement. So yes, equals 1, then return 1 year ago. Not simply return this amount of years ago. Right. So then we can call this not readable format from any view. But in our case, this is v index, right? So v index goes over here. Yeah, the time is creating. So we can simply call this function without any explicit import libraries or things like that, because this is already imported to our bootloader. Then just go to the Chrome and reload it, so it will print the corresponding time. Okay, so if I just create a new post, the newest post or something like that, latest, right? So the latest post will be look like this, and it is just now. So this is the way how a social media is print in their uh, the times in more user friendly way. And I think when I'm logging to that our website, I think the redirection is somewhat unfamiliar, so I will redirect uh, the user login uh, to what? Yeah, Yeah, over here I think I can redirect to pages index. So let's try to log in. Uh, okay, pages index. Sorry, not the pages index, host index, right? So go back again. Yeah, right. Okay, so I think that thing will be also okay, but there is some mistake, right? Because we have login and register, but we don't have logout option. And even if we log in, we have the register option. So we can, users can register again and again, which is not which is not need to be available for registered user. So we have to restrict these actions and we have to implement logout features as well. So in the next video, I will cover that. But for now, I think these stuffs will be enough. And yeah, thank you.